Yo, what's up guys, it's Shady here, and today we're here with our Week 10 battle for the APA Academy Season 1. This week we're going up against Jacob and his Green Bay Pikachus. He took over like maybe Week 4, Week 5, I'm not really too sure. But nonetheless, since then he has been a very big threat. I mean, just in my opinion, one of the best, probably one of the best battlers in the format. So yeah. We are, we need to pretty much snag a win, or if we don't need to snag a win here, but snagging a win here would definitely take a lot of pressure off of the final 2 weeks and the playoff run for us. I'm gonna be honest, this battle happened like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, and I usually rewatch my battles beforehand, take notes of the turns before. But honestly, I just couldn't care about the APA Academy at this point. I mean, I have finals weeks currently going on. I'm really tired from leagues in general, and I mean, I just don't take APA Academy too seriously anymore with the mods and the admins and all that. Just how the season's kind of gone with the uploads from other people. I know I slacked this week, but I mean, I just can't take it too seriously. I don't really care if the mods see that the mods already low-key kind of hate me, in my opinion. So I mean, I don't really care. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of get into it. I'll quickly read off the team that we brought. We have a Spadef AV Registeel with Ironhead HP Fire Seismic Toss Explosion. A Fizzed Rotom He with Overheat, Foul Play, Bolt Switch, and Pain Split. A weird set Scrafty, like a weird spread Scrafty with Truffle Berry Shed Skin with the Drain Punch knockoff Bulk Up Res. We have a Fizzed Sylvally Water with Surf, Thunderbolt, Roar, and Defog. We have a Spadef Aromatisse with Moonblast, Toxic Witch Protect. And we have an offensive Zapdos with Expert Belt, Discharge, Heat Wave, Ancient Power, and Roost. So yeah, that's the team we're bringing. He brought the Azelf, Snorlax, Landorus Eye, Rotom, Moose, Sharna, and the Karen Black. Karen Black, obviously, I don't really have a lot of answers to it. My best answer was 100% my AV Registeel. Azelf, I mean, I could switch into that with Scrafty. Azelf or Scrafty could easily set up on Azelf for pretty much free. Snorlax is definitely a big problem for my team. I mean, my best bet to like start setting up bulk ups with Scrafty and see if I can't beat it before it starts setting up too many curses. Landorus Eye, I think I have Rotom in the bag. As long as he doesn't like Smackdown or Gravity, we're good. And Aromatisse could probably beat it as long as it's not a physical set. I wasn't really too scared of Rotom, and Musharna, I wasn't really too sure what that would do. I think it'd just be a defensive wall. You'll see its role in the match as we go out. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We're gonna challenge Jacob, and hopefully once again we just come out with a dub. That take a lot of pressure off these final 2 weeks when it comes to how many we have to win and all that in order to make playoffs. Here, he's gonna lead off with himself, as I'm gonna lead off, I believe, with my with this Sylvally Water, because I could just go for the parting shot if I needed to. Here's gonna click the Reflect though, and I did not want this thing getting up free Nasty Plot, so I'm just gonna click the Serve, because I'm pretty sure I 2 KO'd. I'm not 100% sure. I did, yeah, or I didn't. I didn't, but I got the crit, so now I can 2 KO. And he showed the Reflect, and obviously it's going to be light screen. I actually ended up finding a few days after the battle that Jacob really likes his light screens, so I should have actually expected that, and his elf light screen lead, I would have expected that had I known that beforehand, but I did not. Here I'm just going to defog to get the screens away, because at the very least I could just ensure that he only gets one of his screens up before his elf drops. But he is actually going to opt to set up the rocks, as I'm just going to kill with the Surf here. And so now we're up 6-5 against Jacob, like after 3 turns, so that's cool. To be fair, it's partly due to the Surf crit, although he would have ended up getting up both of his screens and his rocks up, and I would have defogged, and then we would have been in more or less the same scenario, but he had to choose either one of his screens or the rocks to have set up. Here's going to go into his Rotom Mo though, and I'm going to go into my Rotom He. It's pretty free, as he's just going to click the Volt Switch. And based on that damage, he is kind of offensive. I'm not sure how offensive, because obviously at such low amount of damage, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm definitely think he has some offensive investment. Here's going to go into his Landorus, and this is pretty much my Landorus counter. I mean, as long as he doesn't get gravity or cool here. Here I'm going to the overheat, just because I didn't really know what this thing would want to do. I just want to get up as much damage as possible. He's actually going to set up a sub, and luckily we do end the overheat. Hadn't we done that, that would have maybe been a problem. But we're actually going to get a crit. That did not matter. Overheat was just going to do like 60% at the least, I think. So it's fine. So he's actually going to build the leftovers, so sub lefties, I don't have to worry about Z move on this, meaning that his Kyurem is probably the Z user, which is kind of what I was already thinking. He's just going to click the sub again, probably because in his mind I can't kill with the second overheat, or I can't break with the second overheat, but I am carrying foul play this week, so I don't just loot the sub twice, so that's cool. I don't loot like sub offensive mons 2 weeks in a row. Just like I lost Victini last week with the sub, because I didn't bring foul play like I was initially going to. But here's going to click the bulk up, and so foul play is still going to be doing just about 25%, just enough to break up the sub. Breaking the sub was actually like pretty much a roll each turn. I think it did like 27 or 23 to 27%. So each time it was pretty risky trying to set up a sub, but luckily we could just stay in every single time. So that was pretty nice. Or we would break just every single time because we got the mid rolls. Here he's gonna click the Stone Edge, and we're gonna barely hang on, and we're gonna click foul play, and he is gonna actually end up living it. So, but at this point I'm fine with where I'm going down. Rotom isn't too big of a deal with this matchup. Just trying to remember his team, like it really didn't do too much, and I could just always come in and revenge with like maybe the Valley, or maybe depending on the calcs I could set up with Scrafty and Thurston up bulk ups, but he's actually gonna end up missing the Stone Edge, which is definitely pretty unfortunate, but not too big of a deal because he's just gonna send in this Kyurem, and I'm pretty sure I just stack my Rotom. No, I don't stack my Rotom. No, I guess I do. Okay. So I stack my Rotom as he just clicks Earth Power here. He just picks up the KO. So that's fine. Not that big of a deal. Here I'm just gonna go into my Ready Steel now, because I had no reason not to. And I believe I just clicked the Iron Head. I don't think I like made any crazy plays or anything like that. He's just gonna go into his Rotom as I click the Iron Head. And I know I can take any hit from this thing pretty well. So he's just gonna click the Volt Switch here, and I'm just gonna stay in. And I believe I just clicked the Seismic Toss as he goes into his whatever this thing called, Snorlax. And this is kind of unfortunate because I mean I'm gonna have a lot of trouble. Like he's gonna get up to +1. They're setting up, and I'm actually just gonna go straight into my Aromatisse, because for some reason I decided that I wanted to get the Toxic off first and then start setting up with Scrafty. I mean I guess I was just fine with letting this thing get up to pretty much +3. So yeah, that was kind of a problem, Toxic in this thing, because as you'll see I actually end up missing the Toxic. So that just allows them to get up another curse. You can get up to +2. And at this point I'm pretty much going to have to let my Aromatisse go down so I can get a clean switch into Scrafty, because I do not want to take a Body Slam or a Frustration at this point at +2. So I'm going to click the Toxic again just to try to whittle this thing down, because typically Snorlaxes don't like run rest anymore. It's just not their thing. And as you can see here, he's actually running Facade, so yeah, we're just gonna get completely obliterated by that. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Not really though. Here I'm just gonna go into my Scrafty, and unfortunately, because he's set up to +2 right now, I think he's just doing way too much. Here though, I just had to go for the bulk up because at this range, if I didn't bulk up and I clicked Drain Punch, I would have died to the facade. However, by clicking bulk up, I can live just barely, and I can get off a +1 Drain Punch, whereas before I would have only been able to get up a neutral Drain Punch. However, I am going to click the knockoff instead because I decided that I can get rid of the Figgy Berry, and so he can't recover and do some shenanigans later on. So that's just what I decided to do. So down goes my Scrafty, which it sucks because Scrafty, I was so excited to use bulk up Scrafty just looking at his matchup, and obviously we just kind of had to sack it. Here I'm going to go into my Ready Steel, and I'm thinking that I can just get off the Seismic Toss, I think. I mean, there's no way for him to really get it back up. Everything is killed at this point, but it does swap, which I thought was interesting. And I didn't put two and two together, and you'll see how that plays out later. Here I'm going to click the Seismic Toss, like I said, because it kills. And here, whenever I see offensive Rotom, I typically think like Scarf sets. And so here, predicting him to go for the trick, I'm going to go into my Silph Alley, and he doesn't need to click the trick, and now I just get a free parting shot off, even if he wants to stay in and click trick for whatever reason. He obviously outspeeds, so we'll be fine. I thought we would have to choose something to get Scarf into trick, or get tricked into a Scarf. But here I'm going to click the Defog, get rid of rocks, because that would help for my Zapdos. And here he's going to click the Psychicium, or Psychonium Z, I guess is how you say it. Thought that was interesting bring. I haven't watched this side of my battle, or of our battle, it's already up. So I'm not really too sure why he brought it, but you know, it's cool nonetheless. So yeah, that's what he's gonna choose to do, and yeah, he's just not gonna do too much. But I'm just gonna roar here because I thought he might have tried to start setting up Calm Mind, and here he's gonna get sent into his Scrafty, or not Scrafty, his Rotom, which is like the worst case. I was really hoping to see that the Snorlax. But I just gotta let this thing Volt Switch out and kill me. And so now, because I couldn't risk going for a trick and like predicting, because I don't want either of my last two mons getting tricked. Here's gonna go into his Kyurem. I'm gonna go into my Registeel, and I believe I click Iron Head. I don't think there was any other play for me to do here. As he just goes into his Musharna. And so, do I click Iron Head? Yeah, I do. Cool. And I believe here I go into my Zapdos because I think I can just try to discharge and like maybe get some Ancient Power Boost, because at this point Ancient Power Boosts are the only way I'm coming back from this game. I'm just so far behind. He's gonna click the Psychic here. Not gonna do a ton. Actually, never mind, that does a good amount. Here I'm gonna discharge, hope for paralysis, and I do not get it. He's gonna click the Moonlight. I assume just gonna do like maybe a Z move. Know that he could probably live a Z Thunderbolt and then just Moonblast or Moonlight up and then just stuff. So here I'm gonna once again click discharge, hope for a para, and this turn I am indeed gonna get the para. Gonna do a good amount, and I believe he gets fully paralyzed. Yeah. So I believe here I go into my Registeel. No, I click Roost first. Yeah. Time to click my Roost. Get back up to full, and he's just gonna get fully paired. And I believe this next turn I go into Registeel because I'm like, okay, I guess I don't then. I don't think I do here. He's gonna go into his Rotom here, as I'm gonna click the Ancient Power to get the boost. I'm getting too far ahead of myself with the Registeel plays, I think. And here I just have to go. Now I go into Registeel because I don't want Zapdos to be tricked. I'd rather my Registeel be tricked and being Scarf Locked. But luckily he's just gonna click the Thunderbolt. He doesn't trick us. We're gonna eat it up pretty well. And we're just gonna click the Iron Head. We might actually have to click the Seismic Toss. I'm not sure. Either way, this Rotom is gonna go down here to the Seismic Toss. And so now here's where he goes into Musharna. This is what I was thinking of. And here I'm just gonna stay in, just trying to get the flinches, the para flinch, and just hopefully like bring this thing down so I can kill it. And then from there he would have to go into he'd have to go into his Kyurem because I kill his Snorlax with Seismic Toss, and I can get enough chip, and then hopefully I can live, or I can outspeed the Kyurem, kill like with the Iron Head from this plus Ancient Power, and then kill with Thunderbolt with Zapdos and then win the game. But he's gonna not get flinched, not get paired, and he does get the Healing Wish off. That's why he gets Snorlax around. That's what the Musharna was there for, to Healing Wish up him on, and he's gonna Healing Wish up the Snorlax, and there's nothing I can do at this point really. I'm screwed. There's not a lot I can do. The best I can do is honestly just go for a bunch of Ancient Power boosts, just keep getting some defense boost, and maybe go for paras, but obviously paralyzing this thing would be a very, very scary thing to do, because then I'm going to boost up its Facade. Here I just click Discharge, I guess, just to get the para, even though I'd be playing with a boosted Facade. I mean, getting the paras was pretty much my only chance at this point, since as you can see, just Curse at +1, even without the paralysis, the boosted Facade. It was just doing so much to my Zapdos. So, I go for it. He ends up getting staticked anyways. I am going to get the Ancient Power boost this turn, but it's not going to matter, as I think he just breaks through this turn. He actually might not. No, he does, and he just gets the Facade off. And so pretty much the only chance lies in him getting fully paired, multiple turns on in. I think I'm going to try to like Iron Head a couple times to bring him down to Seismic Toss range. I think. No, I'm just going to Seismic Toss and hope for the pair. I should have gone for the Iron Head if I wanted any chance of coming back, but I did not, and he's just going to click the Earthquake here, and he's going to KO my Ready Steel. That's the GG to Jacob. I'm pretty sure with this win he like pretty much quenched. And now with this loss, we have to win next week against it. That battle should be up in a few days. It'll probably be like this, where I'm not going to go back and look at the battle. I'm just going to go into it, because like I said, very little respect for just how APA Academy has gone this season, in terms of management and all that, I'll be honest. But anyways, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, yada yada yada. This has been Shady.